Jaden Sancho signs for Chelsea on deadline day. This is a signing that no one saw coming. The same Jaden Sancho that had two spells of very good football at Borussia Dortmund. The same Jaden Sancho that fell out of Erik ten Hag in his turbulent career at Manchester United. Some say that his attitude stinks, he was turning up late for training, he was thrown under the bus by ten Hag. There is a lot that goes into that conversation, and I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about how Jaden Sancho fits into Chelsea. I have been bombarded on my TikTok comments recently saying that Sancho is a pointless signing, he doesn't fit in, who does he bench, where does he play, how does he play, terrible signing. But what if I was to tell you that Jaden Sancho fits into Chelsea perfectly with Enzo Marasca's rotating squad? In this video, I'm going to explain to you how I feel that Jaden Sancho will benefit Chelsea and how he can work to his best of his abilities with Enzo Marasca, along with going over his interview and obviously the details of the deal. So of course, Jaden Sancho signs on loan to Chelsea from Manchester United, a season-long loan with an obligation to buy. As long as Chelsea finish between 1st and 14th in the Premier League, we have an obligation to spend between 20 and 25 million for Jaden Sancho next summer. And I personally feel that that is a very good deal, very good value for money for a player like Jaden Sancho, who is currently 24. Yes, he's had a very turbulent time at Manchester United and in the Premier League, but I feel like he's young, he's a technical footballer, playing under a system like Enzo Marasca, playing for someone like Enzo Marasca, being a winger that's high and wide, likes to do the one-on-ones, take a man on, beat a man, create chances. I think this could be a season where we see a revival. Now, obviously, when you first sign for a new club, you have a photo shoot, you have interviews, you have press. And this is what Jaden Sancho said in his first Chelsea interview. He said, "It's been a bit crazy. Obviously, it was the last day of the transfer window, so it's expected to be a bit crazy, but I'm really happy it's finally done. Chelsea is iconic. My idols growing up were Didier Drogba and Frank Lampard, and now I have the opportunity to play for this club like them. It's a great feeling." When Jaden Sancho was speaking about the desire to play in blue, the 24-year-old pointed out our head coach Enzo Marasca as being a key to the move. "I think it's the manager who really drew me to the project. I knew him from his time with Pep Guardiola in Manchester City. He spoke to me on the phone about his project and what he was building here, and for a young player like myself, it's exciting and I cannot wait to get started." He believes Marasca's style of football suits his own. He said, "They're signing me for a reason and to contribute to the team, and I'm ready to do that. I enjoy his style of play. The wingers, when they get on the ball, he loves them to go 1 versus 1 and be direct. We play a lot of 1-2s in the 10s and the striker combination plays. It's a very attractive and it's the style that I want to play." He was also asked about familiar faces in the squad, like knowing Tosin and Cole Palmer from previous time at Man City, and he said, "I know Tosin and Cole Palmer. He was younger than me when I was at City. I haven't had a chance to speak to them yet, but I'm sure I will soon. They're going to be looking out for me, I'm sure. I can't wait to bring goals and assists. I'm a skillful player and I want to bring excitement to the bridge. Hopefully it will turn out well." And to be honest, Jaden, we all are at Chelsea. We are hoping this turns out well because there is a lot of people that are still baffled as to why we've signed him. Now, yes, I haven't broken down the payment structure or things like that. Apparently Chelsea are covering majority of Jaden Sancho's wages. Cool, that is what it is. That's negotiations. That's nothing to do with the player or the fans, right? For the fans, we want to see Jaden Sancho do well. But how does he fit into this Chelsea team? Well, I'll tell you, it's very, very simple when you start breaking down players' positions. So currently, when you look at our first 11 and you look at the cover that we have as the attacking 5, right? So that's the left wing, right wing, sort of cam, centre forwardy area, and our number 9. The beautiful thing is Jaden Sancho could play on the left wing or the right wing. So let's say he's going on the left wing. That means that the left wing would be Mykhailo Mudryk and Jaden Sancho. Perfect cover for each other. And then on the right-hand side, you then have Pedro Neto and Noni Madueke. That's 4 wingers for 2 positions in an even rotation. That works perfectly fine. But people have been saying, what about Felix and Nkunku, who can play from wider positions? I totally agree, they can play from wider positions. How I would utilise them personally is I would have Felix on rotation with Jackson as that 9, because Felix can also play as a false 9. So there you have some rotation there between Jackson and Felix. Felix can also play cam. So then you have Cole Palmer playing more central, you have Nkunku who can play as a number 10 or a cam, and Felix. Felix can kind of cover that centre forward position, that cam role, and play out wide. They're Swiss Army knife players, which means they can play anywhere across those front 5 positions. When it comes to Nkunku, I think he's personally best just behind the striker, playing as a cam. He can also play centre forward as well, which gives us more variety. Why not signing a striker in this transfer window? So I feel like Jaden Sancho is required in terms of depth on them wings to keep our wide players wide. So when it comes to Sancho being a pointless signing and we don't need him, don't understand it, you may not understand it, that's perfectly fine, and I hope that this clears this up. I did find a user on X who had made a graphic which perfectly showcases the depth and cover and where Jaden Sancho can play. I'll leave the username in the description, full credit to you. But this is what it looks like. You can see all of the depth here, and it makes a lot more sense visually than it does me explaining it. So I hope that clears it up. Jaden Sancho actually makes sense for Chelsea. I think he's a good signing for Chelsea, and I think it's a great system for Jaden Sancho to get involved in. Playing under Enzo Marasca could be a very, very vital way of bringing Jaden back to his best in the Premier League. But we'll soon see. Time will soon tell. Chelsea are a very volatile, very inconsistent team right now. We've just drew to Crystal Palace. We lost to Servette midweek. And prior to that, we smashed Wolves 6-2. So we don't know how the season's going to go, but I am very excited to see Jaden Sancho play in a Chelsea shirt. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. How do you feel Jaden Sancho will fit in? Do you think it's a pointless signing? Do you think that he will flop at Chelsea? Let me know your opinions in the comments. I love having a conversation. Now, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you are new around here. We are brand new on this YouTube channel, but we have a TikTok for more daily Chelsea content. It's the same username, Talking Chelsea, without the G. And I shall see you in the next video.